Good morning. It is Friday. It's the first of the month of November. Thank you for being with us. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and happy November.
That's right. Happy November. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for being with us. Well,
That's right.
Here we go. Oh, isn't this the weekend? I think we turn our clocks.
I believe it is.
Okay,
I believe tomorrow night.
That's right. So let's see. Spring forward, fall back. So we go back 1 hour. So if you were to change your clocks back right now, and it's 7 o'clock, that means you're moving back to 6 o'clock. But don't do it right now. You wait till
Saturday night.
Saturday night and do it. Well, you have to get up at 2 a.m. and do it, or the clock police will come get you.
I do mine before I go to sleep Saturday night.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't tell anybody.
All right, don't.
Okay, anyway. It's sometime during the night.
November the 2nd.
Move your clocks back 1 hour.
That's exactly right.
That's right. And then when you get up Sunday morning, you'll be on time for church. Or you'll be late. Or you'll be early. I can't.
Just turn your clock back.
Yeah.
Fall back.
Fall back 1 hour. Okay?
That's right.
There you go.
Tonight's the night for Frankie Valli's tribute
Tonight.
at Wayne Community College, a part of their concert series, Let's Hang On.
So what
Tribute to Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
All right.
So get your tickets today if you want to go see them tonight at 7:30 at Wayne Community College.
You know, I bet that's going to be a great show.
You know
too.
it is.
Everybody loved Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
They had some good music.
They sure did. But this is a tribute band, right?
That's right.
Paying tribute to Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
That's right. Do we have some birthdays today? I'm sure we do.
So happens we do.
How
it's
about that?
November the 1st, and Jenny McCarthy,
Oh, yeah.
star of whatever she's a star of. She's done TV, movies, Broadway, a little bit of everything. She is 40 today, Jenny McCarthy. Lyle Lovett, the country music star,
Oh, yes.
he and his hair are 55. Actually, his hair is a little older, I believe.
Is it?
But you remember him?
Oh, yes. I remember him.
He had that hair. I don't know if he still does or not.
Haven't seen him in the last day or two.
I haven't seen him in a while either, but he's 55 today. Also a birthday for an extremely talented guy who has been one of the pillars of the music industry that most people just don't know about, David Foster. He's 63 years today, and he's written music and produced music for everybody who is anybody. Michael Bublé.
Really?
Oh, everybody. He's
a behind-the-scenes kind of guy.
He is, and he's brilliant. He's a genius. 63 years today, very much a talent. Bill Anderson, also known as Whispering Bill Anderson, he's 75 years today. He had that real soft voice. Country music star. Whispering Bill Anderson is 75 years today. Tim Cook, who took over the reins of Apple after the passing of Steve Jobs. Tim Cook is 52 years today. Toni Collette, she's on something called Sixth Sense.
Oh, yes.
She is 40 today, and those are the birthdays for November the 1st.
Happy birthday.
Whee!
Let's see what else is happening.
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, Thursday, November the 7th is the Education Forum with the Chamber of Commerce. It'll be held at Langtree Conference Center from 12 until 1:30, and don't forget, it's $25 per person. It's a full seated lunch, and listen to this lineup.
Okay.
The speakers will be, and remember, this is on education.
Oh, yeah.
Dr. June Atkins, which is the State Superintendent of Public Instruction, and she's come to Goldsboro several times.
And I believe you know this lady.
I believe I do. She's a good buddy of mine.
You know this lady.
Dr. Hope Williams, the President of North Carolina Independent Colleges and Universities.
Wow.
Dr. Scott Rawls,
Wow.
President of North Carolina Community College
colleges.
System.
Yeah.
And Dr. Steve Ballard, he is the Chancellor of East Carolina University. So listen to that lineup now, and that is all going to be taking place this Thursday, November the 7th. Yes.
Now, that is 4 monumental leaders.
Absolutely.
Leaders in education here in North Carolina.
That will be coming to Goldsboro to speak at Langtree Thursday, November the 7th. If you would like to come and hear them and be a part of what they're saying our education in North Carolina is heading towards, you need to call the Chamber of Commerce at
734-2241.
There you go.
919-734-2241. Wayne County
Thursday.
Chamber of Commerce. Boy, that's a great lineup.
It is a fantastic lineup.
That's a biggie. Okay.
I believe it's time to go to our interviews, and we'll see you all in just a few minutes. Stay with us. Joining me in the studio today is Executive Director of the Partnership for Children of Wayne County, Charlie Ivey. He's here to tell us all the different programs that the Partnership for Children offers our community. Welcome to the show, Charlie.
Good morning.
Good to have you all back.
Thank you. Glad to be back to share the work of the partnership with the folks in Goldsboro.
Well, you know, the Partnership for Children is such a wonderful community-based program that a lot of people may not be familiar with.
That's one of our major problems, is the awareness of what we do and how we do it. I like to say that we're the one-stop shop for children from birth to age 5, their parents, their caregivers. We provide programs, activities for that age group and those who support them.
And you all are basically you're a tool. You offer tools to help families and to help children, and you're a support system for them.
Exactly. We really provide few direct services to kids, but provide programs to help those who work with those kids do a better job.
Absolutely.
That includes their parents and their child caregivers. We are the Smart Start agency for Wayne County. Smart Start is a North Carolina-based program working for preschool children.
And that was a program developed way back in the 90s by Jim
We
Hunt.
are celebrating the 20th anniversary of
Wow.
Smart Start. There's a big publicity campaign for that, and celebrating all the things that we've done. The kids from birth to 5 have made tremendous strides in those 20 years by programs such as ourselves, giving services to those who are caring for those children. We do realize now that the first 2,000 days of a child's life are extremely important, particularly in terms of brain development and connecting those parts of the brain to effectively grow during the school years. So those first 2,000 days, the time between a child is born and the time he enrolls in kindergarten.
So that's what the 2,000 days
That's
are.
the 2,000 days. And those 2,000 days are tremendously important in a child's development.
And you know, I know you're the one that knows this, but there's so much research that shows the children between the age of the birth and of course entering kindergarten, what happens to them between that period of time really directly affects how they will do in school from day one all the way to they graduate.
It's amazing. About 80 to 85% of brain development takes place during those first 5 years, those 2,000 days. If it's not done then, if the network is not built, then it has no place to go in the next 18 years. So we are becoming more and more aware of the importance of being sure that children get a great smart start in their brain development, in their social development, in their emotional development, so that when they enter school, they're able to develop all the skills and information they need to know.
Well, tell us some of the programs that the partnership does offer, and I think some of the names of these programs people in the community will recognize.
Some of the things we do, folks are tremendously popular, folks know about, and then you find out that, oh, that's the Partnership for Children.
Yeah.
I said yes. One of our chief activities is child care resource and referral. This is a major component of the partnership in which we work with primarily child care centers, child care providers, whether home providers or local centers, to help train their staff, to help them meet licensure by the state. We are not the licensing agent. We do help them be aware of the requirements and make sure that they are there before they go through the process.
And that, because everybody who works in a child care center, if it's a licensed child care center, every single staff member that works directly with children is required by the state to have X amount of hours per year.
Exactly.
Of training.
And it's not just being immediately licensed, as you said, it's continuing ed.
That's right.
And therefore we provide the workshops, we arrange for them, get that out to the child care centers. We also help parents in finding good quality child care.
So that's the resource and referral
That's
part.
the resource and referral. We work with a regional agency to have a database of child care centers and what their ratings are, if there's been past complaints, whatever. And we can direct, we don't recommend, we can direct parents to the proper avenues.
And parents of young children may or may not know when they first have a child and they're looking for daycare center or daycare in our community. that there's a star rating.
Exactly.
A star rating system, and if a parent's not familiar with that, they can call the Partnership for Children, and you all can fill them in on when you're looking to find a daycare that is right for you and your child.
Exactly.
What to look for.
The state does operate a 5-star rating system. Every child care center is evaluated and given 1 to 5 stars.
5 being the best.
5
1
being the best,
lowest.
1 being the lowest. We are aware of those ratings and help centers when they're working to improve from 1 star to the next.
Okay, so they have the ability, if they start out as a 1-star, to meet all the requirements and move their way up the ladder to become a 4 and 5 star.
It's a continuing process, and a process that is evaluated each year to make sure they are maintaining those qualities.
And there's so many different pieces to that puzzle as to how someone ends up with a 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating.
The education of the staff, the facility itself, the activities, the curriculum in which they utilize, all these things are evaluated by the state.
And their interaction with the children.
Exactly. Another one of our programs, probably one of the most popular programs, which I'm going to send some folks here later on, is our Growing Pains program. This is our prenatal.
Near and dear to my
near and dear to your heart. Yes, yes, ma'am. But the Growing Pains program is our prenatal education program, in which the prospective parents go through an 8 to 10 week workshop session with other prospective parents to get information about the birth of their child and the first few weeks of their lives. This is a completely free program, and as I said, one of our most popular programs. We're having sessions going on all the time.
You know, this is just a jewel in our community.
It is. We have 3 trained childbirth educators who work with our parents and get rave reviews every time.
Yes, they have for years and years and years. And basically, that is just a program where if you're an expecting parent and you don't know what to expect about childbirth, you will go through an intense training.
Yes, exactly.
Mom and dad, mom and partner.
Or mom and support.
Exactly.
We've had moms and grandmoms come through.
We have so many, well, I still say we, and still connected to the partnership. But the partnership has so many military families that the spouse may be deployed. So a friend or a support system can come with them and go through that entire program.
It is open to anyone that's going to provide support for the newborn.
And it's free.
And it's free.
It is absolutely free. And let me tell you, if you've ever been through the program, if you know anybody that's been through the program, 99.99% of the time they're going to say it was the best thing they've ever done. It is a fabulous
I have now had
class.
family members to go through as well as friends, and they said, we can't believe it's free.
We've had many doctors here in our community that their wives, of course, may not be a doctor or vice versa. And they go through the program because they said, I may be a physician, but that doesn't mean I know about childbirth.
Right. Part of the program, by the way, too, is a tour of the hospital's childbirthing center, as well as instructions on breastfeeding as well. So.
That's right.
Another one of our programs we're very proud of as we take the kids a little bit older is our Incredible Years. The Incredible Years is actually a parent education program. Once again, free of charge. Also, matter of fact, there are incentives
for the parents.
Child care is provided during the training. Food is providing each week. This is a 15-week program of parent education, helping parents whose children may be experiencing behavioral problems, and parents who are frustrated with those issues can come through this training. Once again, the children must be between birth and 5 in order to be eligible. But once again, a tremendous success on the basis of what we've learned from our parents.
You know, through the years, we've talked to so many parents that have completed this training. You know, if you're a parent and you're frustrated, your child is between birth and age 5 and has challenging behavior, and you don't know where to turn, you don't know what to do.
Exactly.
This is a fantastic program because what happens is these parents become a support system for one another.
And we have found, because we do have reunions of these parents, and they'll come back and share success stories. So it's a very, very good program. Of course, we're also a Safe Kids agency in Wayne County. We work with the police and the fire departments to ensure child safety, particularly in the area of child car seat safety. We provide inspections and
And installations?
Installation and technical support for parents who are installing car seats, being sure that the car seats are the proper car seats as well as they're installed properly in their vehicles. Just a multitude of programs that won't forget our partners. We have 2 community partners. The Extension Service provides our parents as teachers, which actually is a home visitation program for young parents. They have parent educators to go in and work with parent and child and within the home, show them activities that can be used every day.
To interact with their child.
Interact with their child. Another community partner is the Wayne County Health Department. They provide our health service team, which provide health services to young parents as well.
So when you say health services, give me an example. What do you mean?
Well, what we're talking about here is screening, evaluation, referral services.
So like dental screenings, vision screenings.
Exactly.
Checking to make sure that if a child has any type of issue, it'll be found early.
It's found early. And we don't provide the services, but we do provide referral to specialists, physicians, dentists, whatever. One of the new parts of that program is our Be Active Kids program, which is providing in-service, once again, to child care centers to help them learn how to get kids active during the day.
And that program is used all over North Carolina.
Exactly. It's an evidence-based program, once again, proven to help fight the childhood obesity program.
That's right, because our community is very high on the list of childhood obesity.
Exactly, exactly. Folks may not also know that the partnership is the North Carolina pre-kindergarten agency for Wayne County. We help provide services for over 500 kids, 4-year-olds, in public and private child care, and provide them with a good 4-year-old education experience.
So if you have a child or grandchild who will be 4 years old and will be starting school next year and could be in a preschool program, they can call the Partnership for Children, see if they are eligible to be a part of this program.
Right. There are eligibility requirements established by the North Carolina Legislature based upon parent income as well as a child's disabilities if they're present, or also their other behavioral needs.
Right, so if they're at risk.
And it is a program for 4-year-old at-risk children. And of course, it's all politics. There's a tremendous demand for the NC Pre-K program with limited funding. So all the eligible children are not served in Wayne County, but it's something that we're working towards.
Right, because we have a lot more than 500 children that need this particular program and a strong foundation before they enter school.
That's right.
Well, Charlie, you all do a fantastic job at the partnership, and y'all are located
at 800 North William Street in the old Borden factory buildings. And I do want to point out, Kim, we will be having our annual meeting in about a month, November 15th. At our annual meeting, we have a very special guest, Dr. Tom Irons, who is in the Department of Pediatrics with the East Carolina University School of Medicine. Dr. Irons is a tremendous early childhood advocate. He has a tremendous knowledge of brain development and the importance of the first 5 years of a child's life. We're looking forward to having him with us. We're also hoping to have a representative of the new North Carolina Early Childhood Foundation, which is an advocacy group for early childhood as well. It is open to the public. Breakfast is provided. If folks are interested, please contact the partnership. We'd be glad to have them at our annual meeting, November 15th. It will be held at Oak Forest Church of Christ on North Park Avenue.
So if you're interested in participating or attending, you can either call them at 919-735-3371, or you can visit their website at pfcw.org. That's Partnership for Children Wayne, pfcw.org. Well, thank you, Charlie, so much for coming in today. We always love to hear more about the Partnership for Children and the good you do in our community.
Thank you. It's great to get the word out and let folks know what the partnership does.
That's right. Thank you so much for being with us. We hope you've learned more about the Partnership for Children.
Today we're talking with Sergeant Paige Lerner of the Goldsboro Wayne Crime Stoppers, and thank you for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
Hope you're doing well.
I am.
Recently, Crime Stoppers had their big their big function, their big fundraiser.
Yes, sir.
Dinner. How did that go? Did that go well, I hope?
It was very nice. We actually had a large variety from the community. We had people from the courthouses, we had business owners, we had citizens. We really had a good show.
That's great. You know, we have an extremely active Crime Stoppers program here in Goldsboro and in Wayne County.
Yes.
You guys do a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Of course, it's been active here for quite some time with Ted McDonough, Rick Sutton, and many of the other fine coordinators that have been.
Right.
And now you're doing a great job as
Yep.
well. And you bring to our program today another need for help.
Yes,
so
I do.
What do we need?
Well, today is, I want to talk about an incident. It's actually 2 days of an incident. Happened on October 27th. Actually, we had a 55-year-old Stephen Hamilton at about 12:30 in the morning reported he was at 315 Miller Avenue and that a unknown black male came into the house, pointed a gun and shot around his bedroom door, and that he actually fled the scene. Mr. Hamilton reported that suspect was wearing all black clothing. The following day, on October 28th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we had Terry Lee of 315 Miller Avenue. He resides at the same house. He was actually painting the house next door, 317 Miller Avenue, when 2 unknown black males came in. They pointed a gun at him and demanded the money he had on him and his house keys. These same suspects ended up fleeing from that area, and then they went next door to 315 Miller Avenue, where they physically assaulted the suspect or the victim from the prior day, Mr. Hamilton. After they assaulted Mr. Hamilton, they actually fled the scene. We have witnesses in the area, so I know there's people out there that can help us with this. It was 3:15 in the afternoon. It was October the 28th, and it was at 315 Miller Avenue.
Broad daylight.
Yes, sir.
We need your help here, Goldsboro, Wayne County. We need your help. Now, there are people who can identify these perpetrators.
We did have people in the area that are coming forward, and we are getting some information. But I feel like at 3:15 in the afternoon, we have some other people out there that probably did see something. They may have not known what they were looking at, but anything suspicious to them, I definitely want to hear from them.
These are obviously bad people.
Right.
So let's get them off the street. So how do we do that?
They can give me a call at the 735-225 number, or they can text me at that same phone, which is 222-4230.
That's 919-222-4230. That is the text, or you can call 919-735-2255 and leave a message for Paige Leonard. Sergeant Leonard is with Crime Stoppers. She's a coordinator. And now, just because somebody calls you on this phone, we can't say this enough, you don't know who they are.
Right. It is blocked, and so when they call me, it just shows up as an unknown number. That keeps everybody safe. That's the whole thing about Crime Stoppers. Is it's anonymous. That way they can report the tip without giving their name or number. And when they call that number, it does not show their phone number, so it protects them also.
Right, and in addition to that, there's a chance of a monetary reward as well.
Absolutely. Crime Stoppers pays up to $1,000 cash rewards for information that leads to felony arrest.
All right, so let's get with the program here. Again, that number is 919-735-2255, and that text number again
is 222-4230.
All right, thank you. Sergeant Paige
Thank you.
Leonard of Crime Stoppers. Hi there, we are back, and thank you for being with us. Hey, a guy's got to sleep sometime, you know what I mean?
So why not sleep in the middle of a show?
Why not? Okay. All right, let's see what we have here. Ah, yes, 10 things or things disappearing from our elementary schools. Things you don't see in elementary schools anymore. Do you remember wall-mounted hand crank pencil sharpeners? Huh?
Absolutely. I remember first grade.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. That was a thrill to get out of your seat and to get to ask permission. Can I go sharpen my pencil?
Need to sharpen my pencil, Mrs. Kowalski. You know?
Do you remember your first grade teacher?
Mrs. Lawson.
Lawson?
Lawson,
Mine was Miss Hankins.
Hankins. Ms. Lawson actually went to school with Abraham Lincoln's teacher.
Excuse me?
Huh? Well, I've been around a few years, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Anyway, that was my
yeah.
first grade teacher's name, and she was about that tall.
Really?
And she was a sweetheart of a lady. But boy, she was tough. Didn't mess around, no. when she said it's nap time, you better take your nap.
You better close your eyes and
That's
go
right.
to sleep.
Close your eyes whether you want to or not.
That's right. Now we wish we had a nap.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
We may have a nap time, but wish we had more of a nap time.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Yes, I do
Walmart and
remember
hand
that.
crank. Many teachers were made of sturdier stuff back in the day, or maybe they just had a stock of Valium in the teacher's lounge. But no, we're just kidding around here. They didn't. How else would they survive? Classroom-friendly pencil sharpeners, because they were rather noisy.
Yes, they were.
They were rather noisy. That indeed they were.
So we've talked about several things that are no longer in the classroom. We've talked about the blackboard,
Right. Recess.
recess, and now.
Cursive penmanship, and wall-mounted hand crank pencil sharpeners. One thing also that you may remember from school days, in elementary school, film projectors.
Oh, goodness, yes.
Yeah, you know, they had film projectors. Really fancy models came with a playback device that beeped when it was time to advance the film strip to the next frame. And I remember at the YMCA in a town where I lived as a tiny child, lived in a small town that had a YMCA, and we'd go to the YMCA and they'd show movies, which was the greatest thing in the world because that was the only other place to see movies was at the movie theater. You couldn't see them at home. Nobody had that kind of stuff,
Right.
Unless you had a whole lot of money and you had a theater. But they would show Mickey Mouse films. And I thought, man, that was the greatest thing. When I grow up, I'm going to have one of these. Whoa.
Now you can.
Now I can, yeah. But who, you know.
Happy for you.
Yeah, right. 16 millimeter.
Isn't it amazing how things change over time?
I am telling you.
I mean,
it
we
is.
just evolve.
Who would have thought? Now this was back in the early and middle 50s, you know, and it was great to go to the YMCA and watch Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck movies.
Well, the YMCA has always done great things.
They are an amazing organization.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
All right.
Let's see, is there anything? Oh, yes, you know what? November the 9th, Saturday, November the 9th, is the Miss Goldsboro Scholarship Pageant at the Paramount Theater.
Yeah.
A new girl will be.
Already?
Yes.
Wonderful.
A new girl will be competing to have the title of Miss Goldsboro
Wow.
2014. That
Wow.
will be the new one. And let me tell you, right now, all the contestants are working very hard on their interviews and getting extremely familiar with Goldsboro and the history of Goldsboro. And,
Wow.
oh, yes. So I'm anxious to see what happens, but that is November the 9th. Tickets are available at the door if we have any left.
Well,
They're-
good luck with that.
they're
I bet
running
they're
out the
going.
door.
I bet
They
they're
really
going
are.
very quickly. Well, I guess is that going to be it for today? Because
believe it is.
we want to remind you to be sure and turn your clocks back as you retire for the evening Saturday night. It's just a good idea to do that, so you'll be on track with everything.
Your time falls back.
That's right, falls back. That means that daylight will come an hour later.
Yes.
And nightfall will fall. Anyway, whatever. All right, so we'll be sure and do that as you retire for the evening Saturday night. So we'll be back in here Monday morning. Until then, until November, whatever day that is, we hope you join us at that time. Until then, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.